Listen, John, we need to talk about what happened.
If I were the devil,
Whoa,
first thing
put it
that
down.
I'd
Put
do
it down.
is
Come
I'd
on,
come
Buster.
off like I
John,
ever
it's fine.
gave
John,
a
put the
damn
gun down,
about
John. You in no
you.
safe. We
Let you
can't go
catch a
around like
peek
this.
of all your
Gotta judge the
greatest desires. And
Start
I'd watch
again.
the
Fresh,
flames in
clean
your
slate.
eyes burn like hellfire.
Hello, this is Dr. Frank.
Hi, Frank. This is John. I got a copy. Over.
Oh, hello, John. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Frank, you came to my island recently, right? To help out with.
Yes.
We've talked over the
Yes,
radio
how
before.
is Danielle?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's recovering.
With the street.
I think she's scratching out her stitches a little too much, though. You gotta stop that, alright?
Oh, tell her to stop before I get on the boat and slap her in the head.
Well, you can't hear what I just heard on the radio, Danielle, but he's gonna come over here and sock you in the head if you keep scratching at them, he says. I'm thinking about changing the New Hope broadcasting channel from 99.7 to something else, because that channel's so goddamn busy all the time, I tell you.
Yes, of course. I check in there every hour just to make sure people don't need anything.
You know, nice to talk to you. You said you were wandering a bunch. Remember that conversation?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
I gotta ask you something, and I asked you before, but New Hope, we're without a doctor still. We could really use one.
Yes.
We got a lot of people living here now,
Of
and
course.
we're growing. How would you feel about stationing yourself out here for a while? Be able to help people in the South more.
Potentially, yes. I have some research I'm working on, John. It needs to stay off of New Hope. It needs to stay away from everybody because it's potentially lethal. I have a camp down in the peninsula, close to the laboratory. I'm not sure if you heard, but there was a radio broadcast yesterday with coordinates.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yes, me and who I can't remember who, but we went down there yesterday and we discovered a laboratory, John, with a microscope behind a locked door.
I have a question. I got a question. My ethics here in New
Yes.
Hope has changed, and we understand we can no longer hide from the Watchers, and they're infected, and we're trying to fill ourselves in on what's going on out there. Maybe you have some gaps in the understanding of the Watchers and their intentions you can fill me in on.
Well, I've not really had many encounters with the Watchers, but yesterday, John, I had an encounter with someone who was named the Keeper.
Yeah, I know about him.
I communicated with this Keeper fellow. Apparently, I'm the first person, or me and my associate were the first person to actually communicate with one of these individuals.
These Watchers.
What did you say, John?
You said these Watchers? Is that what you mean?
Yes, the Watchers. There's two types. There's the Watchers and then there's the Keepers.
That's
Oh.
right.
Would you say the lighthouse keeper? Is he among them?
No, this was a Watcher-esque person, but he was wearing all white instead of all black.
All right. What's the difference? What did the keeper say? What did he want?
He didn't say anything to us directly, but we asked him questions and he responded with a series of head shakes or nods.
Yeah, these assholes, they like to be mysterious, don't they? They can't make it easy ever.
He gave us a gift as well, John.
Simon.
I wonder if the gift giving they do is part of their test, their game. You take it, do you fail? Do you take it, do you pass? That's the question, right?
Yes, well, so what happened was we were at Blackwater, me and my associate were just getting warm, you know, before we headed back up into the mainland, and there was green flares being fired into the distance, so we decided to investigate. It led us back to the laboratory where we'd just come from, this keeper individual did, and it was stood on the roof of this little barn. And we approached it, we put our guns away and we approached it, and I said to this keeper, "Oh, listen, I mean you no harm, I just want to ask you some questions. Can I approach?" And he nodded at me, so I approached to start asking him questions. I asked him, does he mean me any harm, and he shook his head. I asked him if he was trying to help us, and he nodded his head. And I asked him if the box on the floor with the gift was for us, and he also nodded his head. I asked him if I could take the box, and he also nodded his head and pointed towards Blackwater. As he did that, he fired another green flare in the air. As he did that, the people from Blackwater, one fella in particular, thought we were in danger, and he ran over and started shooting at the keeper. At this point, the keeper knocked us all out, I think because of the hostility, and he didn't want to lose his life with his little stick thing.
Do you by any chance don't know the code for the
I don't know the code for the
Cameron?
armory, but 1 second. You're going to have to ask Simon or Atticus. Pardon me, Frank. All right, Frank, there's an important question you need to ask him if you ever come across him next. I have a theory.
Yes.
I have a bunch of theories. Are the Watchers and the Keepers part of the same faction? Are they on the same side, or are they at odds? I want to know more about their psychology, about their beliefs. You know, because if you think about the message that was sent yesterday, disdain with the basic way of surviving out here.
Yes.
So we got to
All the
know.
questions have to be very binary, though, John. Like yes or no questions.
Those
'cause
are yes
you
or no
didn't speak in us.
questions.
Yes, yes, of course.
Because I have a theory that there's a division within inside their ranks. And I hope it's true, or it's just another dead end I'm chasing. But if the Keepers and the Watchers have different methods of executing their vision, we ought to know it's an important piece that plays here. You know?
Of course. What I find particularly interesting, though, John, is that Mr. Keeper fella wanted me to find that laboratory. He led me straight to it.
I need you to take me there.
Why would he? Yes, of course. Yes, not a problem. There's sequences displayed on the walls. Chemical sequences. I can make heads and tail of them. It's basically a chemical sequence to find a cure for whatever is on that boat.
All right. Do you have a boat right now?
No, I don't have any. I don't have any kind of vehicle. I've been running around the island on foot.
Where could I meet you? I have a boat. Am I,
I'm currently in between. Where am I?
if you're on the peninsula, you're close to me.
In between the Govo and Neva.
I can get there. Let me, check back in 10 minutes on the radio. I'm going to talk to Atticus and some others and figure out what we're going to do. Thank you, Frank. This is going to... Let me tell you why I'm thankful. I don't want any part of it for the most part. But one thing I've come to understand, if I'm going to keep my people safe here at New Hope, I got to figure out this Watcher problem. If I'm being shelled, hordes sent my way, we can't live in peace here then. Have a future. Have families grow and become something. Because that won't happen if we're dead and reduced to rubble by artillery.
Of course, of course.
All right, I'll talk to you in 10 minutes.
Of course. Speak to you soon, John.
Slav, the reason it isn't, staff may have deleted it. Potentially. Because a group's only allowed to have one boat, and I'm trying to turn this into 2 groups, but technically we're 1 group at the moment, so they may have just deleted it. Atticus. Something much more important is going to happen.
Yeah.
You, me, whoever wants to go, need to go to Dr. Frank, pick him up. He's going to show us what the coordinates mean from the broadcast. He knows where they're at. I have a new theory, too.
We're bringing him back here.
We're going to go to him, and he's going to bring us to a laboratory he's found at the coordinates.
Okay.
There's 2 factions I learned, or at least 2 different kinds of Watchers. You have the Watchers in black and the Keepers in white. I have a new theory developing that maybe they might not be on the same side. Potentially. There might be more than one group out here trying to achieve something. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Due time.
All right. I'm going to get the boat ready. And you get whoever else is coming. One more. We needed a spot for Frank, so 3 of us. Me, you, and 1 other.
Sure.
Frank, do you have a copy? We're going to head out soon to meet with this doctor. He's going to show us something related to this.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just taking a moment to think about some things. A lot to think about bringing me here, John.
You cling and claw in the most basic of human instincts, fighting to survive when there is no hope for the future. But there is hope. You have sought the ones who uphold their oaths, and soon they will be pressed to end a coming calamity. The way will open in due time. 1, 8, 1, 8, 6.
Follow me.
I've got a pen and some paper if you need some.
Oh yeah, Maestro, you may as well come with me too.
Has anyone heard from Dwight today?
I haven't heard from him for about 2-3 days now.
Saw him yesterday. I haven't heard from him today though.
Damn
These
boat.
ice packs sure are thick around here.
I've never been through here before, so it's going to be a lot of just navigation.
I don't think there's any way through here. You may have to go all the way around.
All right, so one of us needs to stay with the boat. Or near
I'll get a
neither.
fire going.
All
I can
right.
stay near the boat if you like.
All right, you stay with Atticus. I'll go and get this guy on my own.
I did hear your tale. You was telling it on the radio, right?
Frank.
I heard it earlier. Yeah. Well, yeah. We can talk anytime, mate. If you're needing to go over, I mean, I could probably come to you. I'm not too far away, but at the moment, I'm about to go to bed. To be honest, it's been a long day.
Yeah,
But
there's no
around
rush.
all the time.
There's no rush. We can speak at some point. I'm always on. I
what's-
usually check 99.7 on the hour every hour.
Okay.
So,
What's your name, bruv? What's your name?
Dr. Frank Wells, I'm a
Oh, you are Frank.
microbiologist.
I saw your little camp earlier. Your little tent with the message. I saw it.
Yes, near,
I was up
near the
that way.
research
Yes.
facility. Yes, yes.
Frank, I'm
I've been
almost there.
Okay, sir. I've been preparing samples, Barco, hopefully to get into that microscope, see if it will work.
Yeah.
You should come
Yeah,
by
that's
my
what I was
camp tomorrow. We should talk.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Frank, you got a copy, over.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Shit, I didn't see you. I thought you were talking on my radio.
Oh, no. I saw you running past there. Hey, do you happen to have any medicine by chance?
What are you looking for? I don't think I have any on me, though. Check.
I'm not really sure. I have multivitamins and I have these chelating tablets, but I'm not feeling too well.
Name's John. I think we may have met once. Oh, shit. Doesn't look so good.
No.
Did you happen to eat snow by any chance?
No, I ate some wolf, and I'm thinking maybe that's not sitting well.
It might. I don't know. I wouldn't eat wolf. You get parasites that way. I'm headed to a doctor right now, so you're in luck. Just gonna get him on the radio. Gotta keep on moving when we can. Dr. Frank, you got a copy? Over. He said he was by the beach. Last he said to me.
Hello?
I hear you. I'm near you.
Sorry, I had to find a battery. My battery died.
I'm right next to the airfield now. Can you fire a shot in the air?
Yeah.
All right, I'm real close. I brought a man here. He says he's sick. He's puking. I found him along the way.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fire a shot too. You can head towards me.
Yes. I see you.
All right. We'll sit down at the end of this airfield then.
I'm sorry. What did you say your name was? You thought we had met before.
My name's John. You say you lost your eye to falling down in the ice?
Oh no, that's not how I lost. I don't think we've met.
Hello.
Not for many one-eyed people, but then again, I might be wrong.
I met
Seems to be a
a
problem,
doctor.
sir.
Oh well, I saw this guy, and I was wondering if he had any medicine. I don't know. I ate some wolf, and I think it's not sitting well.
There's some
Do you
wolf.
have anything?
You say?
Yeah, well, I came from up there by those mountains.
Oh dear.
I tried, I have this little blue bottle people told me to use where I needed to maybe eat snow and last resort sort of thing, but that doesn't seem to help, and multivitamins doesn't seem to help.
Okay. Bear with me. I have something that's going to help. There you go. So take one of each, wash it down with that Pepsi there. Take one every 15 to 20 minutes until you feel better. Don't eat wolf meat, it's lousy with parasites.
That's what this guy said here. I'll remember that.
Yes, what's your name, sir?
My name's Clark.
Clark. Okay, Clark. Don't eat any meat from bears or wolves or the infected or from people, okay?
I think foxes too as well.
People
Yes.
is not a thing that I tend to...
How do you get a fire started?
You can keep those medications there, Mr. Clark.
Let's get a fire going. We got a long way to jog, Doctor.
Yes, of course.
Clark, best
you
of
mind
luck.
if I share your fire?
Yeah, you can.
Before
I don't
I
mind.
head out?
Yes, of course.
I think I might have met you, Doctor.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it jogged my memory when he was talking about eye patches. There was another guy that had an eye patch that was asking me if I had an extra one. I think his name was Dwight.
oh, yes, Dr. Dwight Conley, yes.
Yeah, I gave you guys a jerry can when you came by and needed gas.
Oh, yes, I remember.
I heard
yes.
the bastard who took Dwight's eyes dead. Is that true? Do you folks know?
Yes, I shot him myself.
That's a relief.
He came into town talking about cutting people's faces off and all kinds of horrendous acts, and I was trying to perform life-saving surgery on Acacia, and, well, I got a little bit overwhelmed, I must admit, and I pulled out my rifle and shot him in the chest.
That's what he needed. That kind of man was a monster. Not only was he targeting the innocent, he dug up the bodies of the dead to taunt the others.
Yes, very evil man.
What's wrong with people?
He had threatened to come to New
I
Hope
think
next.
everybody in Neva took a turn pointing a bullet at him, so I am 100% certain he is not coming back from that.
Oh, let's hope.
I did catch a stray from him, but it only hit me in the leg, so only a flesh wound.
Good thing you're a doctor.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I've only been here maybe about a week now, but it seems like everywhere I go, there's some sort of like conflict. And I found this town up north where I met Mr. Dwight, and I honestly I don't remember your name. I'm sorry, sir, but now it sounds like there's another conflict up there where people are trying to kill each other, and my place is smack dab in the middle of all of it. So I've been going around to all these communities around here to see if any of them are safer. It doesn't appear that that's the case. Do you have any recommendations around the island to go?
I do.
Stay away
Maybe
from
have-
people.
I recommend you come to New Hope with me after this place I got going, a colony south on the island. Only issue we have there is occasional watchers and their infected attack. Other than that, we don't get traffic like other people do with banditry, psychopaths and shit like that. We're looking to have a better future, second chance at life there, but right now we're trying to figure out if that's even possible with the watchers and their motives. So it is stressful there, but it is peaceful most days. Hardly a problem, but they're not without their own. So
I've heard of these, but I don't really know. I mean, I've just heard stories.
they're dangerous, the watchers. That's all I can say. Behind their motive, it's all theory crafting at this point. I'm hoping to find out more about it today, but we'll see. I got a long way to go,
Oh, yes.
but I'm thinking maybe I had to you come with us. I gotta meet some friends. See about it. It's a long trip. Far removed from a lot of problems, but we'll see about it.
Okay.
I had to do surgical mask. Look at it.
Yeah, that'll keep the rays off your skin, burning it. That's for sure. When you're welding someone's jaw
Oh,
back together.
yes. Yes.
All right, I'm ready to keep moving out. If you are.
Yes, I'm ready where you are.
All right. We got a bit of a journey, bit of a jog.
Yes. I've lost about 50 pounds since I've been on this island.
That's good. Best health of your life, right? That's what I say.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't know about that.
the most fit I've ever been when it comes to exercise.
John,
Atticus, I got a
Yes,
copy over.
where you at?
On my way back with Frank, we got a straggler. We met a man named Clark. He was suffering from a parasite. And lucky enough, he found me when I found the dock. So we're bringing him with us. He's looking for sanctuary.
Worms?
Yeah, he got worms or something. I don't know.
God damn it, we needed sugar too.
Huh?
You must have been eating all the sugar, right? Have worms.
No, he ate a wolf.
You tell him not to eat that shit?
Doc told him not to. But he's
We're by the boat.
we're headed back towards it. Could be a minute. Had to hike pretty far since the ice pack drove us a different direction. But listen, Clark, he says he's tired of being in the middle of the conflict. He's not really part of any groups, but north and south of him there's problems, and he's looking for a new place. I said I'd think about it, but I'll have you meet him too. How's that sound?
Sure.
All right.
I'll be by the boat. I'll see you soon.
Being there, say 10 minutes.
Hey, just take a sip of water really quick.
Yeah, no worries.
I believe, Mr. John, someone called Penny is looking for you and Mr. Atticus.
Penny, why would she be looking for us? She say?
I believe it's a very similar thing to Mr. Vincent. I think the capital has fallen, my good friend.
Not to interrupt. I know Penny, and I do have information about stuff that happened just a bit ago.
I know all about it too.
Let's walk and talk.
It was all over the radio. Oh, I'll get a hold of Penny
I heard
then.
the kidnapping.
Vincent, and looks like we have refugees coming to New Hope. We need the people. It's true, but we don't have conflict, and I like to think of myself as a sound leader who's not looking for problems.
Yes, of course.
We have two parts of town, Clyde, right? Or was it Clark?
It's Clark, but no worries.
We have a lower village where new folks moving in, they stay at for now. Until we get to know you well, until we're comfortable enough for you to live in the main fort on the hill. Just to keep everyone safe, and it's just, you gotta be careful out there. Everyone I bring to New Hope, I'm going out on a rope. Stretching my neck thin, taking a risk to make sure I can save someone. Because I think everyone deserves a second chance at a life worth living.
I think that's very noble of you, and I don't blame you for being skeptical of people, not with the types of people that.
I heard all the stories. I've had my own threats that we've had to deal with. But nothing as bad as the main island of Sakal here. Out here it's chaos out here. The Watchers, the infected, and all the people in between.
Yeah, no, you're telling me. I walked out the front door the other day and found 10 very, very injured people after what sounded like a very long gunfight.
I'm hoping I can convince Dr. Frank to stay at our island sometimes.
That was when I decided I probably needed to find somewhere else.
Frank last week told me you need to be able to help people. And we're people who need help.
Yes. Of course, of course. The problem I have, Mr. John, is my research is more important to the minutes. It's potentially life-threatening to everybody in the region. So
I understand
I
that.
would need access to my outpost, as I don't want to bring said research into a populace of people in case it spreads.
I can offer you
It
something.
has to be.
There's
Okay, if you.
Sorry, you go ahead. I'm cutting you off.
No, I'm just saying I need to be in a very secure and sterile environment. I've managed to achieve such environments through having nobody interfere with my business. People give me supplies of the last few days, and I've been working on piecing together some stable samples of whatever's happening. And my camp currently resides about 800 meters away from this mobile laboratory that has appeared in the middle of the peninsula. But carry on.
Well, the only thing I could offer is we have some large houses, plenty of rooms, fairly clean, just on the island, been abandoned for years. They're in the center. Nobody lives out there. But
Yes.
I understand how important that stuff could be. If it's to help solve a situation out here and a deeper understanding of things, I understand. But having you close would be nice as well. You don't seem too far. You're in the south like ourselves.
Yes, I get around everywhere. I get everywhere. The main thing is, Mr. John, is I have a place I can find petri dishes quite on a regular. Not many people on the island are aware of this location, and I don't want to share it with people in the case it becomes tainted with bad people. So I would need access to this mainland as often as I need it, which is unfortunate because I don't have my own boat. If I had my own boat, Mr. John, I would jump on that offer in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, I don't have a boat.
Well, maybe I'll find another doctor out there soon. Maybe I can get a recommendation from you if you meet someone.
Yes, I mean, if you can find another boat, John, I can come and live with you guys. Not a problem at all. But it's rather a boat or another doctor. That's what you're gonna need from me, I'm afraid. I can find a recommendation.
I had two
or I need a
boats,
boat.
but we found another one. There's another dock house on the far side of the island that we could set it up in for you. So that
Yes, if you would. If I can have my own boat to get direct access to the resources I need without waiting around, then I'm happy to do so. Quite frankly, with the drama happening between the tribe, with Hawthorne, with the capital, with everything, I'd rather not stay in the fort right now. That's why I've just been on the road, sleeping down in my tent. I have two large tents down on the peninsula, it's my camp, you know.
if we
I would need help retrieving those as well.
yeah, we could do that. We can find you a boat. Maybe you won't be an official member to our group, but you having you to access to you on the island would mean the difference between life and death for a lot of different people. We got the resources to build you a proper, secure house for your boat, and we could do that for you. You just need time to figure it out.
Yes. But that's well for then, John, okay? You get me a boat and I can come and be your doctor on New Hope.
Sounds like a plan. We'll get that done.
Of course. I would usually jump at the opportunity to help you people, but this research, it could prove life-threatening for more than just New Hope.
If I can help you with that too, we will. We're looking for answers now.
Yes, I have a lot of the answers. Maybe we should, before we head to this laboratory, maybe we should head back to New Hope and have a conversation.
We can do that.
Depends on how much time we have today. I have a lot of time free, but regardless of the situation, we can head to the laboratory.
I have a lot of time. I just don't have a lot of room on my boat. That's the issue. Which brings me to Clark again. I have an idea. After you meet Atticus, Clark, and we talk for a bit, after that, you head back, you collect Penny, Vincent, get yourselves ready, and we'll come pick you up by boat.
I'm not sure who Vincent is, but
He's very
can get a hold
close
of
with
Penny.
Penny, from what I gathered on the radio. So you find Penny, you'll find Vincent.
Okay. Can do that. I didn't want to interrupt also, but you were talking about medical supplies. I do have medical supplies that may be able to help you. Little vials and petri dishes
Oh,
and
yeah.
syringes and such.
Petri dishes are the rarities. Syringes, petri dishes, and vials are what I need. Because they're
I
so
think I have-
fragile, they get broken.
You know,
I have about 5 petri dishes. I think I could give to you.
Oh, yes, that would be very, very, very helpful.
you know,
I have 6 of them, and that has been a very long mission to obtain those 6, to be honest.
I had seen a few in my running around, but I figured I wasn't going to pick one of those up not knowing what was in it.
Oh, of course, of course. They're always disinfected before I properly sterilized before I use them anyway. I have a few in my bag actually. That's why I've been so skeptical of bumping into people on the road, because they get robbed again.
They take your petri dishes. They take the dishes as well, huh?
Originally, yes, someone took 3 of my dishes, so I had 9 of them, and then I was left with 6.
Hello.
Who
Oh
is
my
this?
gosh!
Is that Ren?
Guys doing?
No, that's not Ren. I thought I knew you for a second.
Hello.
Say again?
I thought I knew you for a second.
What's your name?
Oh, yeah. I'm just stranger passing through.
No worries. We got to make haste
Oh.
anyways, folks. Be
Yes.
safe out there.
Take care,
Okay,
stranger.
good luck.
Is that the boat over there that crashed? I heard about.
Yes, yes.
Huh. Is
A
that
lady came off the boat and then got very sick all of a sudden. That's what part of my research has been on.
the last broadcast was saying that was a threat to everyone? It made me think, because that broadcast from the watchers was different. It was like they're scared too of what that brought.
Yes, well, that is part of my theory. I believe the washers did not expect the outcome of the boat coming to the land when they lured it in. I feel they wanted more people for their games, and instead they got something a lot more sinister. I believe they have the capability to rid the island of this disease, but they want to see who's capable enough of the island, so I feel it might have become an impromptu part of their game.
Do you think that you're a chosen one, as in, what was the words they used on the broadcast? That you are... Let me play it again.
Yes.
You cling and claw in the most basic of human instincts, fighting to survive when there is no hope for the future. But there is hope. You have sought the ones who uphold their oaths, and soon they will be pressed to end a coming calamity.
So, are they referring to you've made some kind of oath by looking for this stuff? Or did you make an oath?
Me? Not that I'm aware of.
The way I understood that radio broadcast was it was talking about doctors and how they take their oath to help people.
I can see that too. I'm also...
That's a physician's oath. I'm not a physician by trade, so the Hippocratic oath of the promise of solidarity and the treatment of people with undivided, judgment. But I'm not a physician. I was ever I worked in a hospital for like maybe 6 months, I believe. But most of my medicine is layman's medicine. I studied microbiology. I mean, I can only treat people based on my knowledge of biology, to be honest. That's the only reason I can really do a lot of the things I could do.
I wonder also if that means, there's people out there who've come in contact with watchers, keepers, or whatever, have made an oath, or they see our actions and the way we operate as some kind of oath to the people of the leaders, because they listen to these broadcasts, these radio transmissions between each other. Maybe they listen to us with long-range listening equipment, and they look at every group, however they do it, and they see people making oaths of each other and seeing who keeps it. I have so many damn theories about this, all of this.
Well, I have some solid evidence of something. It's not to do with the oath, but last night I was visited by a keeper, like I mentioned on the radio, and well, to start with, we thought, how to describe this? When the original flare went off, we were all sat in Blackwater getting warm by the fire, and the flare went off. We ran up the street, and then we decided not to chase after it because we didn't want to risk getting ourselves injured or what have you. We went to sat back down by the fire, and we started getting hit with artillery strikes. And I mean, like, a mortar landed about 15 feet away from me. We got inside. One of the Blackwater people was injured from some shrapnel, so I pulled it out of him and patched him up to the best of my ability. And about 15-20 minutes goes by, another flare goes off. We decided to follow it this time, and, well, lo and behold, there was no artillery.
I wonder.
So I believe the green flares are a sign that the Watchers are trying to show us something, because I followed the green flare, and that's when I encountered the keeper, and I got to speak, well, not speak with him, but I got to ask him some questions, you know, and question him and get what was that little gift I received of him. So I believe if we see green flares, we should probably try and head for them. I believe the Watchers are trying to tell us or give us something.
I've seen green flares on my island once. It was during a bad snowstorm, but I was pissed. I was in bad shape, and I didn't trust them. So, I didn't follow it. But I'm starting to think I have a small theory. Could be disproven soon, but maybe the Watchers and the Keepers are not on the same side. Maybe they're at odds with each other. Maybe they have a similar ideology, but they differ on how to execute it.
Yes, maybe.
If we ever see a Watcher, that's the first question I'll ask in a yes or no form, and that'll help me understand things better.
Yes, people were asking me to ask all kinds of questions to this keeper, and I just said to them, it has to be a binary question, you know, it has to be a yes or a no, because you only communicate with head gestures or hand gestures.
Do you think he's capable of speech, or do you think in their ranks there's folks who are, what's it called, damage their vocal cords?
I really could not tell you without examining one of them, but he seemed to not be in any pain when I spoke with him. He seemed to be, he knew he had all the power, you know, he knew he was in control of the situation. And then, like I say, when Mr. Arthur appeared and started being violent towards him, that's when he knocked us all out. He took the gift back that he gave us and left us a note asking, are you unworthy?
What do you think that means from your own perspective?
I believe my own personal theory is the Watchers are trying to use these games to recruit people into their ranks. And I don't know what the criteria is, but I guess if you're worthy, you become a Watcher. If you're unworthy, well, you're dead.
I have a similar theory to that as well, because from what I've heard so far and so on, they probably have some idea of their own perfect utopia. I bet you, in a way, it might be cult-like underground, wherever they're bunkered up at. Because the way it seems is that by the end of it, people are so desperate. Like this Nora woman seems so desperate, she just decided to fall in line. You know, that's dangerous in itself, because down the line, if someone in your cult gets spooked, they might have a change of perspective, right? Then that creates contest with inside their ranks, because now someone thinks they should do it a different way or whatever. So I have this idea that they might not be fully unified. But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I have another theory on that as well.
Okay.
I got a serious question for you, Doc. You all right?
Yes.
I need to. All right. Let's take a second here and rest up. I think we're looking tired.
I'm okay now. Sorry, I just had a bit of a headache. I'm a little bit clearer-headed now. Sorry about that.
No worries. All right. I got a serious question. Say, these watchers, they decide that you're worthy, right? Do you join them?
Me, personally? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know enough about them or their goals. I've not really been here as long as you people have, so I have no idea. It would have to be a situational offer, you know. If they could offer me protection and
Well-
research facilities, then potentially, because I have no political agenda, Mr. John. I just want to
Say they offer
progress
that,
science.
but the alternative is they kill you if you don't take it, which makes it more understandable why someone would join too.
Oh, well, I would definitely join. I don't want to die.
Which, I don't see them doing that. You know why? It's because that creates division within inside their ranks. These guys seem very careful. They're methodical in the way they structure things.
It's not hard to brain some. Sorry, it's not hard to brainwash somebody, Mr. John.
Or is it?
Especially when that person is desperate and barely surviving.
Here's the thing. When they get comfortable, brainwashing starts to wear off because now they feel comfortable, they feel brave, they have an understanding of how things work inside. Desperate people are not the most loyal people in the end. Especially if they feel they don't have a choice afterwards, because they're going to be looking for a better life, always. It's naturally the way things are. So say you're inside the ranks of these watchers, and you realize, I don't like it in here. Maybe it's too cult-like. Maybe things are more brutal than they thought they were, right? So now their life feels in danger, or isn't the way they want it to be, so they look for the next best option to improve their lives again. That's how we are as people, right? Why societies fall, or that's why societies either work or they fail.
Yes, I see. Well, it's a hard one to say, really.
One second, let me, there they are. We almost passed them. It's me, Atticus.
It's about time.
Let's get warm by that fire.
Maestro had to go.
Well, that means there's room on the boat. We should pick him up later.
No. His place is not far from here. He went home. He said he's gonna pick some things up and get picked up in a couple of days. Come back to New Hope.
Okay.
Oh, I need some water.
I have some water in my canteen.
Mine's empty. Thank you. 1 second.
Atticus, I was talking to Frank here. He said, and we've come to an agreement, if we can get him a boat and a separate lockup for his boat, then he can continue his experiments and his work on our island safely. And then we'll have a doctor within range. It's life-changing. One of our boats went missing today, though, so we had one, but now we don't.
Yes. Well, that is my offer, Mr. Jordan and Mr. Atticus. If you could get me a boat so I could have direct access to the mainland undisturbed, then I can come and live on New Hope and provide you people with medical assistance.
We'll see what we can do.
I know we can find one. Tomorrow we can make that today's activity. Or even later. This over here, though, is Clark, by the way, Atticus.
I found those on the way. I don't really have
How you
any
doing,
need
Clark?
for them.
Thank you.
Good. Well, better now that I've ran into a doctor and got some medicine.
Yes, don't eat wolf meat. It's lousy with parasites. Mr.
Yeah,
Atticus,
yeah, I know.
a lady called Penny was looking for you.
Yeah, it's good to hear that she's okay still.
I
She used to
believe
live
might be
at
coming
New
to
Hope.
New Hope.
What, again?
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, Mr. Atticus, the capital is in disarray. I believe the syndicate may have fallen or is very close to falling, and there might be a lot of refugees heading your way soon, looking for the last bastion of hope and civilization, I assume.
Yeah,
Apparently, one of the leaders has gone crazy and started declaring war on loads of different parties, putting civilian lives at risk.
It's the last thing we need. You know, this place has never been stable. Maybe day one it was okay when we all got that broadcast, rushed here for safety. That broadcast that lied to everybody. Now the Watchers
Yes.
are turning people crazy and turning one another. Killing people. It's crazy. And I promise that's not going to happen at New Hope. But bringing people in is something that we can do. Clark, you're welcome to come. But we got to watch people. We got to vet them properly back at home. We got to get people in charge of vetting people when we get home before they come inside the walls.
That's what the village is for. Get people to start getting to know us. Learn about how we operate out here, how we do things, what our ways are. I'm sure people will come along and they'll see it. We know Penny, she's good. Vincent used to run a friend. And Clark here knows Penny. But we'll be careful about it. We got friends who are willing to help us.
I don't mean to brag, but she's opening up a library, or she said she was, and she did say that I was going to be the first one to get a library card, apparently. Very nice lady. I met her in Everett, and I was with them when all of that stuff talking about at the Capitol was happening.
I'm ready to move out whenever you guys are.
I think it's time, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Do you know the way to the ice here, Doc?
If I'm being completely honest, I know where to go on the peninsula, but I've never driven a boat, so we can figure it out. We should definitely head towards the peninsula, to be honest. I don't feel comfortable driving your boat, if I'm going to be completely honest.
I'll drive.
Come on, get aboard.
Get a push if we can't. No, we don't need one.
No, you should be good.
When it rises again, the tide. All right, looks like we're about to discover the path through the ice by boat now. Well, this will be good for you too, Doc. If we find you a boat, you get to stay with us. You're gonna need to know how to navigate these ice packs.
Of course.
Now, you'll be pleased to know that Danielle's making a good recovery back at home.
Very good, very good. I haven't heard from Dr. Dwight, but yeah, he was wounded yesterday by a stray bullet, so maybe he's just taking a day off to recover.
I worry about Dwight. He takes too much on.
Well, there was a lot of shooting in Geneva yesterday. A lot of people were injured.
I heard about
I think
that.
I treated about 11 different cases of gunshot wounds yesterday, so myself included.
Shitstorm what happened. I heard about a little of it over the radio, but I'm sure as hell glad you put down that monster.
Frank, you got to be careful out there too. Yeah. Dwight had a lot of people. They were all doctors. A lot of them are gone now. And doctors are becoming quite scarce out here, so
Well,
you'd be in danger if you go to the mainland too much.
Yes, I've tried to avoid Geneva where possible. As I say, I was there yesterday and I got shot at and injured, so it seems like an active war zone out there, to be honest, so I'm avoiding going there where possible from now on.
Yeah, John, what did we say weeks back?
It was gonna happen. You could see the signs of it. Conflict arising.
We already knew. Way before it happened. It's the same as Bastion when Bastion was there. I know of the people who own that place now, but it's probably going to happen again there.
Yes, they're at war with the Rust Rats, I believe, or Hawthorne's people, whatever you want to call them. There's conflict everywhere.
Sad thing
Capital
is,
are also fighting.
in a way, I feel
New
guilty
Hope.
that we are in such a good location away from this, out of the loop of these bad people. We're taking anyone who needs refuge.
Just make sure you vet them properly, otherwise you'll end up in a similar situation to the capital.
I know. We can't go taking anybody.
I know that.
As much as I would like to.
That's what I mean for, but as I'm saying is we'll vet people and give them a chance. Just hear them out and then make a final decision when the time's right. This coming calamity that they mentioned, Doc, I think it's going to be a bioweapon or gas attack. What do you think?
Well, nothing is conclusive. I believe, my theory is that there's some sort of biologically engineered variant of the influenza virus, potentially. That being said, no one else has fallen sick through contamination, so it also leads me to believe it's potentially a bloodborne pathogen.
Is that from the ship?
Yes.
Well, they spoke of a coming calamity before the ship ever arrived or they knew about it. Maybe there's two now that they weren't expecting. One.
Potentially.
The first one, I imagine, is what the Watchers do to people that they deem unworthy. The second calamity here is this disease that's arrived on the shores.
Yes, I mean, the profile fits a bloodborne pathogen. The symptoms, not so much of commonly known diseases. If it's a new disease that's been manufactured, then who knows what it is, but no one's gotten sick from being around the infected patient. And well, the incubation period for a bloodborne pathogen is between 2 weeks to 3 months, and symptoms have started to show after 2 weeks of being exposed. So.
At least it ain't rapid like 5 years ago when our lives became this.
Oh yes. We have no idea what this virus that turns people into the infected are, to be honest. We had a theory, almost 80% accurate theory, that it was a man-made pathogen that was accidentally released on the populace. That's as far as we got into our research before the CDC collapsed.
Shame. But I tell you what, better than a nuclear annihilation.
I would have rather been obliterated in a nuclear blast. At least it's instant and pain-free.
I feel like if the whole world went up in nukes, there's no chance for anyone to rebuild then. Me personally, I'm a survivor. I'm someone who picks up the pieces in the end and rebuilds.
Yeah, I suppose we all are.
But radiation
More than others.
and other problems like that, that's harder to pick up from. Then again, some places I imagine did get nuked. I wouldn't know, but I can imagine it did happen in some countries.
Yes.
Clark, welcome to New Hope.
Wow, you got a whole village over here.
Says we're not gonna be here too long. I'm gonna park on the beach.
Is Danielle around? Is she awake?
She
Check
might
up
be.
on her really quick before we go.
My judgment's
So
off by
I'm
a couple
guessing it's the
seconds.
docks.
You see
It's
that
the
out
docks
there?
on the left side.
That out there, right there on the ice. You see that?
Who is that?
Yes. What the
Fuck is that? It's coming right to our place.
That looks like. What's his name? Why can't I remember?
Mr. Road.
Castle.
Get closer.
Let's go. Let's have a look.
Have your gun ready just in case it's a stranger.
It's just Ethan, if you can hear me.
Oh, Ethan. Ethan, you get stuck out here.
I was promised a potential party tonight, so I didn't want to be late, and unfortunately I flipped my boat last night. So I thought I was going to take a polar plunge to come say hello.
Well, that's not worth your life. It's about a minute in this water.
Well,
You fucking die. Hop on.
you're not wrong. I was born and bred in Canada. I actually spent a lot of time in cold water.
I'll take you to the land, but we're headed somewhere.
You need help?
Yeah, we could use a hand. We are going somewhere dangerous. Potentially.
I just ran through the peninsula to get here. There's a lot of gunfire over there.
We were just by your
We
place
stopped by your place. Yeah.
Oh, did you? What do you
on
think?
accident.
Yeah, we just stopped. That was a little pit spot, you know, just to have a fire and get warm.
What do you think about it?
That's nice, cozy.
Real nice.
Someone's putting signs up there around your place that says this place is dangerous. Is that new?
Oh, there's me. Those are mine.
I mean, it's good.
Those are mine to ward people off after the traffic that popped up due to that boat washing up on shore. Just keep people on their toes. I've had mortars and undead there since the boat showed up, so more so warnings to be safe in general, you know.
Well, the party might be postponed to tomorrow. We need to get ingredients to make liquor still. But
Shit.
the good doc
I
here.
didn't even think to bring the sugar. I've got sugar for you.
Well, next time. The good doc here, though, has helped us find something that might answer some questions and, of course, give us more questions to think about. We're going to land just on this side of the peninsula.
This time it was pretty quiet. There is a There's something up here that a lot of people are obsessed with right now, and there was a fire outside when I rode past.
Yes, that is where we're going.
Oh, the little medical shack thing.
Yes, there's
Creepy.
the
I didn't
field
go inside.
laboratory.
Kept my distance.
I've,
Is that what that is?
my camp. Yes, my camp. I've got a camp about 800 meters east of the location.
Got up and like in a building.
No. I have a large tent that I carried out there.
Oh, okay. I was around the
We're gonna
area.
head-
I must have missed that.
Oh yes. Well, I'm not trying to hide it. It's in plain sight. I left a little paper outside for people letting me know it's me, not to rob my
Take a
stuff.
left, John. Go all the way along the coast. Probably be closer.
Yes.
Would it be closer to go along the coast here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Little
thinking
bit.
it's the same place.
Maybe another kilometer up the coast, maybe a bit less.
I know
Around
what
this
you're talking
alcove,
about.
I believe.
I just wasn't sure if we wanted
Found,
to go around it or not. Come from a different angle.
There's a little
Wow,
place you
those
can
are-
hide the boat by the cranes, John.
I
Some little
remember.
rocks and stuff you can hide it between.
You know, that's where I found Dwight. Not Dwight. What was his name? God, Maestro.
Is it near the cranes? I feel like it was a lot closer to us than it is the hotel.
yes, it's a little bit up this way. It's not near the cranes. It's just up here. Around this
It wasn't
alcove.
too far from where I got
and
in the water.
Right underneath our
Yes,
nose.
yes.
We've been driving by it all day.
I bet this was a cute little town when it was in its prime.
A bunch like these everywhere. Up and
Yeah.
down the coast, on the islands, you name it.
We should put it on the right somewhere around here. I believe if we can. It's a little bit north of here. Not too far though.
Just have your heart jump out of your chest.
Should we get warm before? If you want to get warm, we can.
That'd be a good idea.
Sure, get a fire going here.
Let's get a fire going in this house, and then we head over there. It's about 700 or 800 meters in that direction, I believe.
Just keep an eye out for infected.
Did you grab your spark plug?
I got it.
John, you got it?
I got it. All right, it's clear. I was surprised to see you in the eyes for a second. I was like, is that a watcher or something? Watching us go by.
I'm very glad you guys didn't shoot. And the Govo people shot me the other day, and my head's still ringing from it.
Yeah. As much
was,
as I hate those guys.
Backpacking out a bunch of. It's kind of my fault. They were going into the dead zone to look at something important, and I was backpacking out about 30 half-empty magazines and ran into them.
I see. You were real close then, so they were already spooked and scared.
Yeah, I'm scared. They were bringing somebody very special in there. He's unfortunately passed away since.
We got some new people coming to New Hope. A bunch of refugees from the violence that's going on the main island. It's, I knew it was gonna happen.
It's not the Bastion
knew.
stuff, is it?
No, it's, I guess, the syndicate is falling apart over in the hub.
Oh, they just had some kind of election to elect a leadership. I guess that didn't last too long.
There's a divide inside their own ranks, it sounds like.
Yes, apparently one of the leaders went crazy and started causing loads of diplomatic problems between groups.
It's not good.
I was there earlier on today and tensions were very high. Everyone was pointing guns at each other. It was not very nice.
Well, I'll take the good ones, the ones who don't want problems, don't want to start problems either.
Penny seems very nice.
I would try and vet a lot of people from the Bastion city or the Freehold if it shows interest, because they're all shooting each other over cannibalism and stuff right now.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah. Sorry.
We being very careful.
I can cure cannibalism anyway, it's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I may not be a doctor, but I can
Is
cure
it just
it.
like a choice?
This thing is a very good cure for cannibalism.
What do you call that tool?
Yeah,
there?
that's what I mean. Just like the accusation everyone wants to.
It's just a big scalpel.
Diagnose it. Yeah.
Very big scalpel specialized in dealing in cannibalism. Or people that dismember bodies.
I'm so cold.
I don't know what pushes a man to eat somebody else. I mean, maybe I could understand a dead person and it was your last and only resort, but looking for live people, like you're a wolf hunting, barbarism.
Yes. The supplies that I'm also looking for, gentlemen, if you have a look at my bag on the table here, kind of the general thing that I need, most of the things in the bag.
Okay, I'll keep those in mind.
The top row is the most important. The chemicals I can find quite easily.
Well, we'll probably...
Cannibalism is probably a desperation more than anything else.
Not when you get to the point where you're hunting people for sport. Just like the taste. I'm ready.
What about that fellow from Aniva who was cutting that young man's face off?
We ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, yes. Mr. Ethan, are you coming?
Yes, sorry. I was adjusting my sight.
This don't sound too safe.
Oh. Not a bandage.
I'm hoping that whoever is over at this camp is dispersed by now, so we're not walking into a 30, 40 people.
When I rode past on my bike, I only saw a campfire. No people, and the campfire had just burnt out as I was looking at it. So I think they're long gone.
That's good.
Could cross this one at a time if we're going across the ice.
I think we could walk around it.
This ice
We get to this road. Sorry, sir, carry on.
All I was saying is this ice is probably fully frozen through. It's just a small creek.
Oh, yes, yes. I believe we get to this road and then we head a little bit... Oh, no, we're here already. It's like I knew where we were going.
Oh, hell.
Imagine that. Took us straight to the place. That was very lucky.
You know, I've been looking around here. Shit. Infected. I ain't get used to those things yet. Still.
I have too much shit in my pockets.
There's another door
There's a
here.
fire here.
Oh, it's burning again.
This is a laboratory.
Is anybody here? It's got fresh wood on it.
It had been here just a
Is anybody here? Don't mean any harm.
Yeah, hello?
Hi.
That sounds like Road.
What's your name? That's not Road. I don't think it's Road.
My name's
Road?
Cal.
Oh, never mind.
Cal, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Not Road.
My name's Ethan.
Hello, Cal. Wait, are you friends with Dr. Dwight? Are you the Cal he told me about?
I know Dwight. Sure, yeah.
Yes. Are you a doctor too, or did I get the wrong person?
How do you know what the paper said before? You said you knew?
Oh yes, if you get a scope out of on your hand, zoom in with a scope.
Has anybody been around here that's bothered you while you're here? I heard some gunfire.
What? I biked over 10, 15 minutes ago. I was just poking around.
Oh, okay.
And, warming up, and then was probably going to head back home here in a sec.
Gotcha. Yeah, I came through about 20, 30 minutes ago, and there was some
Are
gunfire.
you the person
that way, but...
Are you the person that lives near the fort?
Talking about the tribe? The
Yes,
doctors?
yes, yes.
From the cabin on the road to the south there.
Yes, Mr. Dwight told me about you. I'm Dr. Frank Wells. Pleasure to meet you.
There's cameras in here.
Well,
Yes, yes.
One up there.
Yes.
One up there. They're probably watching us right now.
Been probably for a while.
If you could,
You
if you
cling
can
to
find a
the
way.
In the most basic of human instincts. Fighting to survive.
Yesterday, we
There is no
bought a
hope
car
for
over
the
here.
future. But
And we
there
parked
is
it under
hope.
here.
You have sought the ones who
Climbed
hold
through into the
hopes.
window, and there's a
Soon
sequence on the
they will
wall.
be pressed to end a coming calamity. The way will open in due time.
It's alright.
8, 1, 8, 6, 5, 5, 1.
One way to get up here.
Are you
Maybe
unworthy?
a step ladder of sorts.
Am I got any nails?
I've got nails
Try
on me.
shooting
Just
the
need a
lock off,
saw.
maybe.
It won't matter. This won't start until the next.
There you go. Nails are on the floor.
We know where it is, but this will open when they want this to open. And I imagine if you start shooting that lock or trying to, I bet a watcher will show up and knock our asses out.
Well, this is why I set up my camp up the road there, just so I can keep an eye on the situation. Mr. Ethan's going to build us a step ladder, and I can show you the inside the laboratory in here, because we bought a car yesterday. We climbed on top of the car.
Okay.
But we have nails and a saw, so Mr. Ethan's going to build us a little step ladder, I think. We're going to have a look through this window. You can see inside and see what I saw.
All right. So, what do you think these are going to open? Do you think there's going to be a couple days? A new radio broadcast?
Yes, well, more than likely. This is where I encountered the keeper yesterday, by the way. He was on the roof of this building in front of me.
You must be real important to them.
Gentlemen, enjoy your visit to
The
this
nails
place.
are in my bag, Ethan.
You have a safe journey.
Thank you.
Take care, Mr.
See you
Cow.
around.
Nice meeting you.
We know where it's at now. That's a waiting game. So I say maybe every other day we check it out. Come back here, look around, wait. See what happens.
Well, I'll show you inside the. We'll have a look inside the laboratory, and then we'll go up to my camp just over there. I can put some of my supplies away.
That's like perfect height.
I see the apology note about your encounter.
Yes, that was from Mr. Hoff. He felt very guilty.
I wonder if one will show up now that brought different people.
I don't know. After Arthur left, the Watcher or the Keeper reappeared and spoke to,
Look on the wall.
To me and Miserable.
I don't think the Watchers.
That's what I mean. I have the sequence written down.
I don't think the
I've been working on
Watchers
it
want to
already.
see anything about me from New Hope, since I've been adamant about not playing their game. They're trying to synthesize something in here with those posters, step by step.
Oh, I've already done it. I've already achieved it.
What was it?
It's a stable sample of the bacteria or the pathogen that's found. We need to analyze it under a microscope.
And then you're going to put it in a person.
Yes.
You got anybody willing?
Not yet. There's one person who I need to speak to about it, and that is the person who's infected with the ailment. Her name's Maisie.
So she might be cured, hopefully. But
Oh no, I flashbanged her the other day. She can't. I have flashbangs on tripwires at my house for the Watchers, and they.
Should I have that paper, or do you want it?
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just opening boxes of ammo.
so this lab showed
I
up
felt so bad.
after the ship arrived.
This lab showed up a couple days ago.
So, sounds like you're right. These Watchers, these Keepers are worried about that ship and what it brought when they signaled it. But they want to test people more, see who's capable of figuring this out. I bet they've already got it figured out, but they don't want to show their hand. They don't need to.
I think that's the last one.
Let's head over to my tent in a second. I'll put some stuff away. We can head back to New Hope.
Okay.
My tent's only over that way.
Good news is we live real close. Get here in no time at all.
Yes. My camp is very, very close, by the way, so I can keep a good monitor on things whilst I am here.
I wonder if some of the Watchers / potentially Keepers are infected by this disease as well, and they wanted to...
Infected on the right.
They want help finding this cure if they haven't already found it. There could be another situation.
Potentially.
This whole last
There's
few
many
messages...
people left on the planet. Sorry.
They sound irritated. They sound like this is something that's gotten in their way of their operation.
Yes, I believe so too. I believe they wanted to bring the boat here to play their game, and then they realised there was an infection on board as more serious than they anticipated, and, well, here we are.
Yeah. But we're the pawns to figure it out. Risk our hides. For their greater good.
Of course.
Whatever that might be.
This is my camp up ahead. There's infected at the camp. Quite a few of them.
Just gonna go loud so we can draw them out.
You alright? You were...
Yes, I just heard a bullet. I heard a bullet crackle over my head, and I just took cover.
The next thing I knew, I'm scoped in, and you walk right in front of it right after I shot, so I was worried.
That would have been an awkward trip home.
One thing we try to do with our people is that we stay in a line and we move in a line. We don't break that formation until everything's dead. Just prevent things like that. Because my scope can only see so much before you walk into it.
Let me just put these samples, these petri dishes away. Sorry, I'll be with you. And these chemicals as well.